Hi y'all, we're here for day 9 and today we're going to talk about connecting with professors at schools you're interested in. So this is actually something I didn't do but wish I had done during my application process. The reason I didn't do it is because I was scared and for some reason I felt like they wouldn't respond to me because they're so busy like everyone else in the world, but that didn't mean I shouldn't shoot my shot. Here's how I would have gone about reaching out to these professors to get insight into the grad program and their courses and the types of research they do and my alignment with it. Most people don't know this, but a lot of professors have their emails on the school website in some capacity. So you can very easily contact people and they're very accessible because of that. Separately, if I was in the area of a school that I wanted to attend, for example, if I lived in Boston but wanted to attend Harvard, there are a lot of speaker series that these professors talk at, and it's a great way to connect with people and also get some insight from the professor themselves based off of a mutual event. So my high level one, if you're out of the area, email them, right? And if I were you, I would also try and do a little background research before then because they are published. They have done amazing things at whatever school you're thinking of. And it really speaks volumes that you're willing to do your research and put in that extra effort to essentially learn more about the school that they reflect through the work they've done. As I mentioned, because they're so busy, make sure you're not wasting their time. And this is something I just always harp on because it sucks to have your time wasted. So the types of questions I would have asked professors specifically is, what did they enjoy most about teaching whatever course they teach? How would you describe the caliber of students in the classes that you're instructing or constantly teaching? Because I think that speaks more to the culture of the school. If they say, yeah, everyone's always so sad, red flag. If they say, yeah, everyone's always so like collaborative and willing to talk and all that stuff, good sign, right? Green flag. And I think that's one other important sus filter that you can use is talking to these professors. Now, what would also be helpful during these conversations is talking to professors about different programs as well. What makes you stand out as a program at UC Berkeley versus UCLA versus NYU, whatever school you want to name, and why a student would be interested in attending your school. You know, what do you offer that's different? And why do you like teaching at this school? You know, because that's another thing to keep in mind, because they are choosing to work there, right? They can go be a professor somewhere else, but they're choosing that institution for a specific reason. Funny enough, I actually had a conversation with a professor at Harvard when I was admitted, and I was telling them about my heart pulling me towards UC Berkeley, even though I had gotten into Harvard, and that professor very directly said to me, I think you should go to Harvard. They said, I think you will thrive here. I think you should just choose Harvard. So there was that, and I think that level of directness works well for me, and I think professors have a lot of insight into other academic institutions in that same vein, and would be helpful for you to either cut down a list of schools you're looking at or perhaps expand it, and also offer insight that you can use to write those resumes. Also, if you're not in the thick of applying right now and you have maybe a year or so out and this is just you getting in the wheelhouse of applying to a grad school program, it might be useful in these conversations to ask that professor to act as a mentor towards you, or put you in touch with other research opportunities in alignment with what they're also researching. You know, sourcing those types of opportunities to stay connected to them long term, because they might be a letter of rec, and that would look phenomenal on an application if you have a letter of recommendation from a professor that works at the institution you're seeking a spot at. After my admissions happened, I have to say hands down my favorite professors were at NYU. Woohoo! But I really did enjoy the conversations I had with professors more generally, and I think it is useful insight to have prior to applying, because it might help you shift your perspective on how these schools operate, and also, again, expand or shorten that list of schools you're interested in applying to. This, again, is something I wish I had done, but I didn't do, and I just wanted to tell y'all about it as something you should probably pursue. And the school year is just kicking off, so they're not as busy, so it's a lot easier to schedule some time with them. But don't wait too long, otherwise they won't have time for you. That's all I got for today, y'all. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. And if not, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.